Chad,
Take a video.
I'm videoing, buddy. Look at him over there, Adler.
Oh my. There's just birds all around. Same bird all around. Hey, Dad, what is that? That's bigger than a flock.
I don't know. Is that cool?
Yeah, send it to me.
What's up, buddy? I don't think people even knew the side-by-side was running when you did that. Yeah. That's so loud. That's so loud. Good morning. Woo! Good morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Hang on a minute. Gonna turn the heat on today. If you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. That's my lovely wife and my 40 acres in Northeast Oklahoma. We've got cattle, pigs, donkeys, chickens, 3 dogs, 3 boys, in no particular order. Speaking of chickens, it's so weird that, I can't really pass it up. Hang on a minute. Gotta shut this off so it doesn't overheat. Can-Am. 500 hours on it, and coolant leaks abundant. Ray keeps locking the coop. The keys are in the garage. I'm not turning around. I'll come back and take care of it. Oh my goodness. She thinks them Rickies are gonna use them keys and open the doors and all that good stuff. The chickens are good. The most important thing we gotta check on this morning is Nelly, because with the temperature change we had last night, it's highly possible that can throw her into labor. Let's go check. Plus the cows aren't up here, so I'd like to get in the gate before they surround us. Yep, they're coming though. Hang on. Sonny, hang on a minute. Good morning. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, there's Nelly. Not moving too slow. Hang on a minute. Let's just do it right here. Cow of the hour right here. Good morning. Oh, yeah. We got a lot of goop. We got a lot more goop. She's being partly standoffish. Hey, the bag's full too. I say full. It's fuller. More full. More? Fuller? Fuller? More full? If it's one syllable, it just gets an ER. Like when things are funner. Looking good. Whew. Almost tripped. Look how light he's getting. Hang on, I gotta take my hood off here so I can see my shadows better. What's up, buddy? What's he doing? What's she doing? So this is crazy to walk up to him this close, right here. But that's because Miss Ray's been working with him. So, and here in about, mid-May, we'll move him over there with Frosty. And we'll get even more one-on-one time with him. And by then, Miss Bell will be gone. Hopefully she will have calved, so we'll know if we're selling a cow and a steer or bull or heifer or whatever. And we'll put June in there with Frank and Taters. That way June won't be fence to fence with Blue. Yes, and by the thumbnail, you guys are already aware that today she's moving. That's right. Lily is gonna move to the calf pen, and we're gonna take her dad to his new home. We don't know where it is yet, but we'll let you know when we do. I'll explain more about that later. Look at this grass growing up back here where we sat hay out, and we didn't even drag them. Yeah, man, there's a lot of goop. I want to look. I don't want to disturb her though. I want her to get all the food she wants. Looking for baby kicks. I'm so stinking excited, man. It's got to be close. Look at her bag. So, yeah, there's some ticks on it. It's that time of year. It won't hurt them. Chad, what about the ticks they're calling the something that's killing cat? I don't know. Log it up there with bird flu. Don't watch the news, Bunny. Don't watch the news. Don't read negative comments. You sleep a lot better. Phineas. Dude, you are huge, man. Goodness. Yeah, she's getting her food in this morning. She knows it's coming. She knows it's coming. So the tail even is off to the right, like I mentioned yesterday. It's pretty swollen. I think it would be more swollen. I would say we're less than 4 days. We're less than 4 days away. So it's pretty crazy. When you see that first bit of goop, I don't know if that's technically the mucus plug or what, but when you see that first bit, it's almost 2 weeks before you see a significant change. And then when you see a significant change like we have today, it's like 24 to 48 hours, in my opinion. So we're pretty stinking close, man. And she's really dropped. So as you guys know, we feed our cattle really well. None of our cattle are skinny. If they are, it's by choice or by genetics and build, just like humans. But Nelly here, you rarely see ribs. And right now, because that calf has dropped, you can see the top of her ribs. So, pretty cool. Amazing. I love it. I'm so ready. Let's get it going. All right. Let's get in here and check on them. My goodness. Which I'm aware, yes, a raccoon could absolutely turn that handle. Let's put this right here. Just look at them. They always run when I come in here. They don't run from Ray though. Let's see our handy dandy little heated lamp contraption there. What y'all doing? Come here. Who's hungry? Look at that. Where you going? What y'all doing over there? Huh? Frizzle dizzle, come here. Spread that out a little bit because they're gonna knock it off. So we don't want feed in here, and we don't really want water in here, but we're not ready to turn them out there, if that makes sense. But as it warms up this week, we will do that. And the feed will move out there. We'll probably clean all this, give it a fresh start. And a lot of you guys have asked, how full is this? Hang on. Oh, that's plenty. A lot of you guys have asked about the floor in here. And when I first saw it online, I thought it was metal, like expanded metal, but it's not. It's some kind of poly. So, yeah, pretty slick. And I'm guessing it's glued down because there's no holes. So you could technically hose this thing out. I mean, I don't know that I would. I'd prefer to sweep it, but you know, heck, you could shop vac this real easy too. Spot clean it, whatever. Pretty cool. So this is a bird that we don't know what it is. And we're still on the fence about the rooster, wherever it is. Oh, there he is right there. I think it's a blue-laced Wyandotte rooster right there. So we'll see. Yeah, they're going to town on that feed. They scratch it, they make a mess. It is what it is. But the nice thing is about this coop, and we got this from Dirksen if you're interested. Basically, you could go get chicks. You know, I mean, we raised our chicks in the garage, but you could go get chicks and start them off. You're a stealthy little fella. Goodness. You could go get chicks and start them off in here. Like you wouldn't even need the metal tub. You could just start them off in here overall. So that's kind of our plan. I even told Ray that I could actually build her like, oh, probably in that corner. I think I'm going to turn this roosting bar. I think I want it up against that wall over there. That'd be the east. And I think I'm going to turn that and also put a shelf underneath it. So when they poo, it goes down in the shelf. There's actually a YouTuber called, I think it's Purely Chickens. And I'm kind of biased about some of the ways I do things because when I got chickens, nobody cared what you did. There was no sand, there was no deep litter method. I mean, talking 10 years ago. Case was like 4 years old when we got our first chickens. And now he's 16, so it's over that. So shout her out, don't know her name, but got some beautiful birds. She's pretty funny. But anyway, she added what she calls a poop shelf, but insert everyone from the UK's favorite S word. I think that's their favorite S word, but she calls it the shelf. So I'm going to turn this, probably put some verticals on it so that they don't, I want a shelf. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a shelf under this. I'm going to attach it to the east wall, and then you can come in like she does, and you've just got this shelf behind the roosting bars where they go poop, and you can just clean those off real easy. And that's where you could put your sand medium underneath that shelf and use it like a litter box. Man, I need a stocking cap and gloves. God, it's cold out here. 34 degrees. Goodness. I need the donkey in there. Listen, land hippos. You guys already ate. You already ate. And you two are like in charge of everything over there. So I'm well aware that you guys are not hungry. Jumbo, I know you're not hungry. You guys are in charge of everything. There's no way. Come on. You get one? You get it? Your head is heavy. That boy. Come on. Come on. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come here. What? She ain't gonna hurt you. They ain't gonna hurt you. Come here, buddy. There we go. Come on, girls. Come on. Psst, psst, psst. Look at Allie. She gonna steal one before she goes. All right, let's get them some cues before they get too fired up. Hey, take it easy. I'm gonna turn one of the cows in there with you. You're okay. You're all right. Hey, Tipsy, I'm such a sucker for you. There you go. Shh. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell them. Good morning, girls. Look how close I am. Look how close I am. Good morning. Yeah. What's it like to eat in peace, huh? Without the donkey making you nervous? He was keeping you safe. But he missed his girlfriend, so he's gonna go stay somewhere where there's more girls. Good morning. Your mom, Fiona, would eat out of my hand. You gotta do it too. It's gonna happen. You eat it? This is Nelly's baby from last year. Here you go. I know, it's okay. There you go. I'll leave you be. So they got their cubes, probably twice as much as they normally need, but they're good. What is that? It's snow. Well, we saw it coming down last night. We knew it wouldn't like stick to the ground, but it makes sense because that metal roof, I'm sure that temperature was a lot different. Dizzy. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. What's up, buddy? So this is what weaning looks like. One bottle. I didn't even say anything. I was gonna say 1 bottle a day, half the powder. But seriously though. No, you're doing a good job. It's tough too when they're so fragile when they're born.
Well, then you just worry about him. I worry about him. I shouldn't though, because he's perfectly fine.
Correct. Well, you had reason to, I wouldn't say worry. We had concern at first.
For sure.
A lot of concern.
Well,
So
dude.
now he's just a big old stinker.
Yes, he is.
Talking to you. Look at that face. Hey, that food's wet. Eat this. Goodness, we could have called him Frothy. You don't huff at me. This is pretty typical.
Today's Thursday. This Saturday is 11 weeks, and I'm thinking about actually cutting it completely, and not doing the 1 bottle in the morning anymore either. So he'll be 11 weeks old on Saturday.
Get over here, you big baby.
He'll protest and protest, so
He will.
I think
But-
in the next couple of days I'm gonna start quitting it.
This is totally typical after a bottle. That's why we need to quit the bottle, because after the bottle, he's not really full. He just wants to hang out with Ray instead of eating. But we catch him eating out here at night. I mean, this was full. And why he's eating wet food over dry food, I don't know. But we don't really care as long as he eats. But we catch him out here eating like midday, mid-afternoon. And then by morning, these are licked pretty clean.
Yeah,
Now, they got rained on. So in all
they-
fairness, he didn't want to eat that.
Yeah, they got rained on last night. So I did give him, I didn't just cut the bottle this morning because I was worried about him yesterday with our crazy weather, man. It just turned on a dime.
There's snow on the roof.
Yeah.
Did I show you that?
It's insane what happened yesterday. I didn't even know it was supposed to do that. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it at all.
Did they run?
No.
No.
I love it. He's so cute.
Pretty slick. And then you know that sign I got you a long time ago says porch?
Yeah.
We should put that up here.
Yeah. I'll build a little porch.
For sure. All right, let's go get him. Look, he knows. That's gonna be hard, I'm not gonna lie. All I can think about is a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
couldn't see where this was gonna hit.
I know.
Come on. Come on.
Oh boy.
He's a good one.
Or something.
Pizza's so good.
That is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
The 16 and the 14.
They're factions.
Why are they doing that?
Do you want to be on the inside or the outside when you open that door? You're gonna let them out, aren't you?
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, babe, you locked this one too?
What?
You locked this one too?
Yeah.
My goodness. That's cute.
Oh wait, I can't open it.
Yeah, you're right. You can't. It's locked. My goodness.
I thought I could open it from here.
Oh, your little Bantam just tried to follow you.
Just staring at it.
Stay put. So we don't know what that white one is. I mean, it's some kind of Easter egger, but so what Grandpa sign up for? Grandpa's going to take 6 birds, right?
Yeah.
We're going to give Kyle and Shannon the mean ones,
Yep.
whatever that is. Get out here, you chickens! Get it.
Quit being a chicken.
Oh, we committed now. I'll tell you what, a chicken stepping out on a composite deck, that's about the bougiest bird. That's as bougie as it gets right there.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of, I'm going to put a map right here of the U.S. and the states that the people that build this beautiful coop, and we didn't get a hookup. This isn't any incentive as far as I know. We paid full price.
Nope.
But
They called me this morning to check on everything and just to see how it was all going. And we asked where all they delivered to and how far out, and she sent me a map, what Chad just showed you. So those are all the states that they have actually added to.
so if you want one, here's the map. You can order any of those states.
Yep,
If you're outside those states, sorry.
Mm-hmm. And it would be through Hunt Buildings, and the brand is Dirksen.
Yep. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
You scared him. He moved. We're going to leave that open. See if they come out. Oh, your sign fell down. See if they come out to play. But it's also chilly out here, and they've never been in sunshine. If they just make it to that square right over there. Oh. That's awesome. Come out, take a poop, and go back in.
On your nice new deck.
It's a nicer deck than on our front porch.
I know, right?
I'm sure a lot of you have questions, but we actually got a whole lot of support about our decision with Little Donk when we brought it up. And just so you guys know, he was just very frustrated because he couldn't get to his girls. Some of you guys are going to say that we should have kept Dude, but keeping Dude doesn't solve the problem because then all the only females we have are his mom and his sister. So Maybe that's something y'all do outside of those states where Dirksen delivers, but we don't do it here. So you're welcome.
And Little Donk, we keep saying his girls, but Lily's his daughter. He couldn't breed her anyway.
Right.
And the frustration was just there. And we film every day, but you guys don't see all 24 hours of our day. You don't see the frustration that we see him feeling. And, he just paces the fence constantly up and down all day. When we put Lucy back into the other pasture, he started braying again constantly. So that quickly told us that he's probably pretty frustrated.
Well, he starts to where he's not even doing his job, which he loves his job. You guys have known him as long as we have. He was one of the first animals we ever got.
But he's concerned with females that are coming into heat literally 10 feet away from him.
Rightfully so. But one of them's bred and one of them's his daughter. So it was just time. But we did take him to the auction. And I know that auctions always have a stigma, but we really like this auction. They run a lot of donkeys through there. He had quite a bit of attention.
They made a post about him. They did very right by him. It was a great post. I actually got extremely emotional when we dropped him off, and I wasn't expecting that. but because he's a great donkey.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, I just want to make sure he goes to the same and gets the same care that we gave him for 3 years. But
we believe he will.
Yeah, we believe he will. That's why we took him there. And they basically wrote the auction description. It said like 8 to 10-year-old Jack. We included pictures of Dude and Lily when they were small. They said proven, been running with Longhorns, a great guard donkey.
Throws beautiful babies.
Yep, those beautiful babies. And there was quite a bit of attention on the Facebook post itself when they advertised him. So we're not concerned. We know he'll go to a good place. And
you guys, if you have a farm, you know that intact male animals don't have they don't live full forever. Life expectancy on a farm. They have to move around because they can't breed their daughters, siblings, all sorts of stuff. So male intact, anything that's intact male typically will move on eventually. And we've had Little Donk for 3 years, and we've got 2 amazing babies out of him. We've got Lily, which is a gift from him, and Lily's going to go in with the calves, and she's going to protect them, and she's going to be Chad's new buddy. And Lucy may be bred with another Lily. True, yeah. So then we wind up with 3 of his offspring that he can't rebreed if it's another filly. So he was probably going to have to, if Lucy had a girl next year, he was going to go anyway. Right. So it's just part of it. And no, you can't castrate a donkey after about a year old, period. And you can't band them. 6 to 18 months. And no, you cannot band a donkey. They have to be surgically castrated. It has to be between 6 and 18 months. Little Donk was between 8 and 10 years. So it's just not an option. But we know some of you guys didn't know that. We didn't know it till we had Dude. I'd never looked up a donkey. I didn't know they had to be castrated. Yeah. Yeah. So is what it is. But I say that with respect. I'm happy with where he's at. I'm happy with where he's going. He walked right in and made friends with one of the folks that runs the auction. You saw her petting him. And it's honestly, I look at it like it's almost harder than moving a bull on, because when his time comes, I'll probably have an easier time eating Maximus, especially if he's throwing a bunch of bulls, because a bull that throws bulls is not highly sought after. But in the Longhorn game, hide and horns and beef are ideal. But moving an animal on like Little Donk, that if he doesn't throw girls, he doesn't get eaten. You know what I mean? He's going to go live his life somewhere. Yeah, so, you don't need a donkey. So he had to be moved on. Whereas that's what you were saying. Whereas like Maximus, we don't have to move him on. We're actually going to eat him. He's served his purpose. Now, this could be 3-4 years. Okay, yeah. We're not foreshadowing Maximus any, but yeah. And I got really emotional leaving Little Donk. I did. And she apologized, and I said, I'll be honest, it would bother me if you were as like Band-Aid as I am, where it's just like, do it. That'd be a little bit whatever, but. And that's kind of how you do things too. We discussed getting rid of Little Donk, and then later that evening, we already made the decision to just take him and go. With the animals, we kind of have to just rip that Band-Aid and do it. Otherwise, especially me, I will stall and stall and stall. So. That's why Dizzy's still here. Yeah.
I'm gonna soak her in medicine, then we can't eat her for 90 days. My goodness.
I didn't do that on purpose, but it is why Dizzy's still here, because I get scared.
Nobody wants that ivermectin bacon.
I don't get scared, I just get sad.
But it's part of life though, and she understands it. And little Donk will hopefully go where there aren't girls for him to get frustrated that he can't get to. Or my dream for him would be, you know, he throws really pretty babies, but my dream for him would be like a 60-acre ranch with 30 head of cattle to just run around and protect.
Yeah, that's what he wants and needs.
For sure.
Especially more than just this 5-acre pen with 3 calves that he was in, and 2 girls 10 feet away from him that he could smell.
So that's what we know, but we're okay with it. We hope you guys are too. We appreciate the support, and you know, yeah, I think that's it. The chickens have still not come out. So all right, with that said, we're gonna go in, like you know, or as you know, you may or may not know, the boys are on spring break, so we're gonna go enjoy the last couple days of it with them and hang out. But we'll see you here tomorrow. And Ray has been eyeing another animal, and you might get to meet tomorrow, so stay tuned. All right, y'all be good, don't work too hard, don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.